Hello, my name is Layth Attar. I will be presenting my U.S. History final, and I did this final on Chapter 2. Content learning objective. The one that I chose was to explain why England decided to establish colonies in the New World and what challenges the early colonists faced. So, why did England decide to establish colonies in the New World? Well, they were at peace with Spain in 1606, so England now had the necessary resources for colonization in North America. The Virginia Company was chartered by James I as a profit enterprise. They were also still looking and hoping for a passage to India to improve trade. The Virginia settlers were looking for ways to earn money for English businesses, while the settlers in Massachusetts were seeking for religious freedom. Another reason was they had an abundance of natural resources such as gold, wine, citrus fruits, olive oil, and timber. Some other reasons were they wanted to market English exports. They were also looking for a new source of raw material, and they wanted to increase in trade so that in order to get more money. They also wanted to spread the Protestant religion. Okay, now let's talk about some challenges that the early colonists faced at Jamestown. The colonists at Jamestown, the second English colony in what would later become the United States, faced a few problems. A prolonged drought that made growing food crops and finding fresh water extremely difficult led to starvation and the drinking of contaminated water, which, along with the swampy areas which had many mosquitoes, contributed to the spread of deadly diseases. The settlers also faced conflict with the indigenous people. They had poor leadership in their own community, and the extreme heat and cold of Virginia's climate was a huge problem. And overall, they were unprepared to survive in such harsh conditions. There were also some problems the Puritan colonists faced. One of the challenges that they dealt with was actually getting to North America. There were severe storms which they faced along the way. Because of the storms, one of the ships broke and cracked, and it made them feel like the trip could not continue. But it did. They were able to go. Even though they were, other problems existed, such as diseases and shortages of food. Even a person died. Upon arriving in North America, even more issues arose. Because of the storms, the Puritans arrived much later than expected and in a different location. Arriving in November also meant food would be a big issue. Not only was food an issue, so was disease. A plague swept through the colony, killing many colonists. There was also the concern about dealing with unfriendly Native Americans. Finally, some colonists felt that manual labor was beneath their dignity and they didn't think that they needed to do the work, but instead the Native Americans did. In the end, both the Puritans and the colonists in Jamestown faced many obstacles. Thank you so much. Once again, my name is Layth Attar, and I thank you for watching.